The 12th Doctor is pretty feisty, he's grumpy, he's more alien-y, which he hasn't been for a while.
Just shut up.
And what is this display, now as amusing as you are?
Shut up, just shut up, shut up, shut up, shut it up.
Peter Capaldi's costume is pretty similar to John Pertwee's costume, with the white shirt and the black suit, with all the red inside, which I absolutely loved.
What do you think?
And sometimes he goes around wearing red velvet coats, so doctory, which is amazing. You can tell Peter Capaldi was a fan of the Doctor Who. He's so funny when he goes undercover in Coal Hill School as the caretaker.
No, I read the book. There's a bio at the back.
Get down.
Boggles?
Go.
And this Doctor loves his guitar. Especially when he goes on the tank and then just plays a guitar with the medieval guy. And he also has a sonic specs, especially when he's blinded, which I thought was an awesome tech.
I'm busy thinking. Excellent. Who needs eyesight?
When it comes to the 12th Doctor's battle, I think the most iconic one is where he's using a spoon fighting against Robin Hood. One of 12th Doctor's moment that was beautifully written was when he was asking Clara if he was a good man, and Clara wasn't sure.
Clara, be my pal. Tell me. Am I a good man?
I don't know.
Neither do I.
Clara Oswald was once an impossible girl, but now she becomes an ordinary human, working as a teacher. However, she still goes for a space trip with the Doctor every now and then.
You sent me for coffee.
3 weeks ago. In Glasgow.
3 weeks, that's a long time.
In Glasgow. That's dead in a ditch.
And constantly keeping secrets from Danny.
A thing.
Where are you? And are you in trouble?
No, I'm fine.
Clara is trying to get used to the new Doctor.
Please, just see me.
They do have ups and downs.
That was me respecting you.
Oh my God, really? Was it? Yeah, well, respected is not how I feel.
And eventually their friendship does get repaired.
Why don't you like cooking, Doctor?
Never trust a hug. It's just a way to hide your face.
What we never see in Doctor Who before is people getting shrink and going inside the Dalek. I was like, wow!
That was weird.
You've seen nothing yet.
And they really do explore how dangerous going inside the Daleks are. And the one that go inside is Rusty, also known as a good Dalek, but claims to be the Doctor is a good Dalek.
Victory would have been a good Dalek.
I am not a good Dalek. You are a good Dalek.
Then in The Magician's Apprentice and The Witch's Familiar two-parter, where the Doctor is back on Skara with Clara and Missy.
You brought me to Skaro.
Where does an old man go to die?
This is the planet of the Daleks.
Correct.
We get the return of Davros. He is dying and wanted to see the Doctor for one last time.
I approve of your new face, Doctor. So much more like mine.
So he sends colony staff to go through different times to find the Doctor.
Where is the Doctor?
I've no idea.
And plus the Doctor has met young Davros as he was trying to save him from the landmines during the war on Skaro. As soon as he reveals his name, I was like, what?
Tell me the name of the boy who isn't going to die today.
Davros. My name is Davros. You said I could survive. You said you'd help me.
And it was so weird seeing Davros' eyes open. Obviously, Davros tricks the Doctor, giving him and the Daleks the regeneration.
Hold him firm, Colony Son. He is precious to us now.
And funny thing is, the Doctor finds a way to wind up his enemies by sitting on Davros' chair, for example.
So, anyone for dodgems?
But then, of course, you got Heather disguised as a Dalek when Bill came along. I found it pretty cool how the Movellans came back.
Who are those guys?
Never mind, Dad. It's who they're firing at.
Danny Pink was a soldier who was guilty of killing someone and later became a PE teacher. No, sorry, maths teacher.
You've not met Danny Pink yet, huh? New fella, maths. Danny? Clara Oswald.
Hey.
English.
Hey, nice to meet you.
You too.
And he falls in love with Clara. Danny would do anything to protect children at Coal Hill School. And the Doctor may not like Danny, but Danny accepts Clara for travelling with the Doctor, no matter how grumpy he can be at times.
Absolutely, sir.
And you can get out of my...
TARDIS!
Oh, immediately, sir.
Doctor, this is stupid. This is unfair.
His death scene was heartbreaking. The fact he turns into a Cyberman.
The rain will fall again. All humanity will die.
And rise again as Cybermen.
Correct.
The fact he got ran over by a car, and when he's in heaven, he ended up becoming Cyberman. I thought Nick Frost as Santa Claus was so entertaining.
What seems to be the problem? This is the North Pole. We don't want any trouble here. Hey, Rudolph!
And it does give an accurate description that every Christmas is a last Christmas.
Every Christmas is last Christmas.
And it tells a story where Santa Claus can be your dream, and it doesn't confirm if he's real. He was written as a possible real life, which I think is a good thing because seeing isn't believing, believing is seeing. Maisie Williams was most famous for Game of Thrones. She plays another character from medieval stories, Ashildra.
Doctor, is she dead?
But when she dies and the Doctor felt guilty, he resurrected her. And it was so cool and unexpected that the Doctor had a flashback of saving Caecilius, who was also played by Peter Capaldi.
Come with me.
I know where I got this face and I know what it's for.
Okay, what's it for?
To remind me.
As Ashildra became immortal like Captain Jack, it hasn't been great for her.
Take me with you. All these people here, they're like smoke. They blow away in a moment. You don't know what it's like.
I don't know what it's like.
She's mischievous, not a good person, but not too evil. She wanted her street to stay as a peaceful street, so she does what was necessary to her to punish the criminals by sentencing them to death with a raven.
You could flee across all of time and all of the universe. I would still find you.
So while the Doctor forgets Clara, her and Ashildra goes travelling around in space inside a TARDIS disguised as American Cafe, whereas the inside looks exactly like William Hartnell's TARDIS, which is cool.
Gallifrey. The long way around.
Zygons, a shape-shifting race, where one of them became Clara, who calls herself Bonnie.
Kill the traitors.
She looks for Osgood Box to start a war between humans and Zygons. So the Doctor gives off his speech to talk them out of starting a war.
How much blood will spill until everybody does what they were always going to have to do from the very beginning? Sit down and talk! Maybe you will win. But nobody wins for long.
Peter really gives off a fantastic speech.
I fought in a bigger war than you will ever know. I did worse things than you could ever imagine. And when I close my eyes...
He forgives Bonnie as much as caring for humans, which shows who the Doctor is. And he wants the humans and Zygons to be treated equally. But of course, Clara's death scene was so sad to watch. I really get the chills when the 12th Doctor has been very dark, as he rages at Ashildra.
I know the Doctor. The Doctor.
The Doctor is no longer here. You are stuck with me.
Which I thought is a brilliant fitting for Clara's death.
You'll find that it's a very small universe when I'm angry with you.
And it led to the next episode, Heaven Sent, where it sets in one location.
So for your own sake, understand this. I am the Doctor. I'm coming to find you, and I will never, ever stop.
Where the Doctor is being chased by the Veil, which I thought was pretty effective and scary.
Because you won't see this coming.
And I love the bit where the Doctor ends up in a time loop. As he punches the diamond wall.
Oh, the shepherd's boy says, there's this mountain of pure diamond.
To get himself out of it, which took him 7,000 years. It sets up the return of Gallifrey and Time Lords. Lord Rassilon is back, and so is the General from the Day of the Doctor.
Lord President.
Are all the bells ringing? The whole cloister?
And a crossover with Sisterhood of Khan.
The Sisterhood of Khan has no business in this chamber, or on this planet.
I heard the Doctor had come home. One so loves fireworks.
The bizarre thing is that the Doctor managed to get Clara out of the moment just before her death, as he couldn't cope losing her and he needed her help. But eventually she's got to go back to her death because it's a fixed point in time. And I thought the dark moment was where the Doctor shot the General to cause him to regenerate.
Good luck. You too, sir.
And I thought the two people play the General really well.
Dear Lord, how do you cope with all that ego?
Mum, where's the Doctor?
The cloisters. Where else would he run?
Pearl Mackie plays Bill Potts, who serves chips and comes to the Doctor's lecture.
What do I call you?
The Doctor.
The Doctor's not a name. I can't just call you Doctor. Doctor what?
And it's so funny that she makes fun of the show. She's pretty much like the film critic inside a TV show, as she constantly questions it.
Nothing gets through these doors.
But they're made of wood. They've got windows!
Or do you have stretchy arms like Mr. Fantastic?
Oh, I stand. Like this.
You never thought of bringing the seats a bit closer?
I absolutely love Bill. I thought she's a brilliant companion, absolutely likeable. And Bill really loves her sci-fi stuff. Matt Lucas as Nardole is a comic relief companion.
Human? Human alert. Do you want me to repel her?
She's just passing through. She wants to use the toilet.
Oh, I'd give it a minute if I were you.
Where he first appeared in The Husbands of River Song, where apparently River had more than one husband. One of them happened to be King Hydroflax, played by Greg Davis.
Destroy them! Kill them!
We get a really moving scene where the Doctor and River lived happily ever after in the Beryllium as they spent 24 years there.
How long is a night on Beryllium?
24 years.
I hate you.
No, you don't.
But after that, the Doctor has been grieving as he lost River, as she died in the library, and Nardole was there to look after him because the Doctor didn't want to be alone.
But I promise, in the end, he'll be all right. I'll make sure of it. Bye.
He does his job to keep the Doctor right and telling him off for being naughty.
Oh, sir, no. This is unacceptable. This is beyond unacceptable. This is naughty.
The cool and weird thing about that era is a superhero episode in a Christmas special.
Please understand it's against my personal code to cause lasting harm to any individual.
When Grant was a kid, he swallowed a special tablet which gave him superpowers. He became a superhero called the Ghost.
This seems nice.
In terms of the story of the episode, you can see Christopher Reeve's first Superman movie inspiration.
Grant! Grant! Remember when you're finished, throw that thing into the sun!
The Harmony Shoals are those brain parasite creatures.
What?
That takes over any human, which is pretty awesome concept. It was so thrilling and gross when the guy took half of his head off and hid a gun inside it. I would love to see more of those Harmony Shoals because I think they're pretty cool and very scary monsters. The monks are pretty menacing. I love the masks, they look like zombies, and the voice is so snarly and really scary.
It's to invade the Earth.
The simulations have been run. The Earth will be ours.
Well,
I like what they did with the monks in The Lie of the Land, where it was a controversy whenever the monks have existed on Earth, as long as everyone can remember, whereas some people believe it's a lie. It was caused by Bill offering a consent to give the Doctor's eyesight back.
You act out of love. Love is consent. We must be loved. Bill.
The Empress of Mars is where Victorian soldiers on Mars with ice warriors. The Ice Queen is very commanding, scary.
Rise, my ice warriors! Rise!
She's a bit evil, but also good, where she spared the General's life and saved it for war.
To the end.
To the death, my friend. To the death.
She cares about her ice warriors and protect them no matter how bad she's doing.
Colonel! Retreat! Retreat!
What was so cool is that Alpha Centauri makes a cameo with the same voice actress from the John Pertwee stories.
This is Alpha Centauri. Welcome to the universe.
Missy starts off as a mysterious woman who's in charge of a place called Heaven, as she's interviewing dead people.
Welcome to Heaven.
She later revealed to the Doctor who she really is, and that she indeed is the Master.
Couldn't very well keep calling myself the Master. Now, could I?
What Michelle Gomez did so good was Missy is so mischievous, she's evil, she's absolute sick in the head, she loves her evil plans, she's a nutcase.
Thanks for being yummy.
Also, she's pretty funny with, you know, the get your own stick and the Scarrow.
We, on the other hand, have a pointy stick.
Can I have a stick too?
Make your own stick.
Seb is an artificial intelligence who works for Missy, and his job is to welcome any deceased people, especially when Missy was too busy.
Sorry, she's a bit busy today. So, any questions?
And at some point, after when the Doctor locked Missy up in the vault, there was a possibility that Missy could become good. It was so funny that she was pretending to be the Doctor on a colony ship from Mondas.
Hello. I'm Doctor Who.
Doctor Who had quite a few multi-Doctor stories, but we never had a multi-Master story until this episode.
I'm very worried about my future. Give us a kiss.
The Master disguised himself as Mr. Razor, spending 10 years with Bill in the hospital floor after she got shot.
And when I save you and everyone on your ship, one day you will look back and wonder who I was and why I did it.
Two Masters together was so cool.
Specifically, the genesis of the Cybermen.
And so entertaining as they fall in love with each other, as they dance.
Hold me.
Kiss me.
Make me.
I really love the bit where the Doctor gives a speech to the Masters and trying ending them being enemies and hoping that they became friends and help the Doctor saving people.
These people are terrified. Maybe we can help. A little. Why not? Just at the end. Just be kind.
And I love how nuts they are when they killed each other.
Don't bother trying to regenerate. You got the full blast.
John Sim, Return as the Master, was definitely a surprise to me and to those who grew up with David Tennant era. So there was a gloomy finale where the corpses in a tank of dark water revealed to be Cybermen.
Feeling a bit emotional at the moment.
Cybermen!
It was a cool callback from the Invasion where the Cyberman marches down from their St. Paul's Cathedral in London. And people from the grave revealed to be Cybermen with emotional moments, not only with Danny Pink as the Cyberman, as I've already just mentioned, but also the Doctor finally got to salute the Brigadier.
Where else would you be?
And my thoughts on Bill being Cyberman was just, I was like, oh no, I was never expecting this.
Accessing. Bill pods. Locating.
It's just shocking that this happened.
I am Bill Potts.
The return of Mondasian Cyberman was for Peter Capaldi and for the fans as well. I never thought in a million years they would brought back those type of Cybermen. I am so happy that they did that because I absolutely love the design. And there's some epic battle scene between the Doctor and a few Cybermen where he often says stuff, his past adventures with Cybermen such as Canary Wolf, Telos and also Volga.
Telos! Still doing your ice tools!
It was so sad that that the Cybermen shot and electrocuted the 12th Doctor. I mean, you know he was coming to an end, and I know we're just... because after a while you get so attached to the 12th Doctor and you just don't want him to leave. So the 12th Doctor meets the 1st Doctor, played by David Bradley, who also played the original actor William Hartnell. They both refuse to regenerate.
But I am the Doctor. The original, you might say.
The captain from World War I was caught up in Frozen in Time.
So sorry. I don't suppose either of you is a doctor.
You're trying to be funny.
Who turns out to be Brigadier's granddad.
What's the name?
Lethbridge Stewart. Captain Archibald Hamish Lethbridge Stewart.
So eventually the 12th Doctor got the First Doctor realised what it means to be the Doctor of War, as a real event happened where soldiers started singing carols together for the celebration of Christmas. It was a very interesting twist where Bill came back in Twice Upon a Time.
Doctor!
But she's actually a glass woman being Bill. And the bit where Bill and Nardole came is a way of saying goodbye to the 12th Doctor as well as his era.
Cuddle.
And even Clara came back and restored his memories.
And don't go forgetting me again, because quite frankly, that was offensive.
The 12th Doctor had a really good send-off. Where his last 3 episodes connected together.
Oh, brilliant.
And watching those episodes really still makes me feel sad to see him go.